For many years, we understood biology as the observation and interpretation of nature. We studied cells, genes, and living organisms, trying to decipher how they work. But today, we stand at a historic threshold in biology. We are no longer just reading life. We are rewriting it, like computer code. This transformation is called synthetic biology. Synthetic biology merges biology with engineering principles. Just as engineers build machines using standardized parts, scientists assemble genetic components to design living systems with functions that have never existed in nature before. DNA is no longer merely a chain of heredity, it is a programmable information language. In this process, standardized genetic sequences known as biobricks are used. Much like software, cells can be given conditional commands. The logic of "if this happens, then do that" also applies to genetic circuits. For example, it is possible to program a bacterium to emit light only when it detects a specific pollutant in its environment. In this way, biology becomes a predictable and scalable production platform. The applications extend far beyond this. In healthcare, smart bacteria are being developed that can recognize and destroy only cancer cells. In environmental science, microorganisms that break down plastics and artificial plants that absorb excess carbon from the atmosphere are under development. In industry, vanilla flavors, synthetic silks, and chemicals are no longer produced in fields but by yeast in laboratories. But what if I told you that synthetic biology has reached your dinner plate? What we call cultivated or lab-grown meat is essentially the reprogramming of cells. Stem cells taken from an animal without causing harm are nurtured using synthetic biology techniques and instructed to become muscle tissue. This means producing real meat in a laboratory without massive livestock systems, using far less water, far less land, and with a much lower carbon footprint. In the future, your steak may not be raised on a farm, but grown in a bioreactor. Of course, designing life comes with great responsibility. Biosecurity, ethical boundaries, and the balance of nature lie at the core of this field. Depending on how its power is used, synthetic biology can be either a serious risk or a tremendous opportunity for humanity. In conclusion, synthetic biology expands nature's toolbox. We are no longer just passengers of evolution, we are conscious designers. The future may be as personal as a medicine written in genetic code, and as real as a steak grown in a laboratory.